Yeah, I'm came back here to this to where these ponds are at from yesterday. This is again, let me show you guys again. Yeah, I sweated out. The here we go. The riparian preserve at Water Ranch. And here's the lake where I've been at. I don't know if it's focusing. It's not focusing. Focus. I see right here. It's not trying to focus. Where that lake that's there. That's building behind me, which is that library. Back over here. That's this place here. It says Southeast Regional Branch. Southeast Library. That's what that says. Yeah, I know you guys can't see it because I can't see it from here, from my screen. But that lake right there, the name of it is called Water Ranch Lake. Now, come to find out that all the rest of these ponds, you can't fish in. They got like 8 ponds, and you can't fish in none of them. I walked around there. It says reclaimed water. No fishing, no this, that, or the other thing. Nothing's happening over there. It's fenced off. You get in federal trouble if you go in there. So, and plus it doesn't even look, they look half dried up. The one I looked at. It looked muddy. It was like a bunch of mud, and it was like partially dried out. Some guy told me that yesterday. And another thing I found out here today is that you're supposed to fish with barbless hooks. You're not supposed to fish with barbed hooks. And I even talked to one of the parkies here. He said there's like rangers that come through these parks, like 4 of them. Then I warned these people. It was a family of them. They all was fishing except the husband, it looked like. And I told them that they know that you're supposed to be fishing barbless. That just means that you got to pinch down on that barb with a pair of pliers or something. Or have some barbless hooks in your tackle box. Because some places don't allow you to like tear the fish's mouth up and stuff and throw the fish back. And some places say you got to keep the fish. They got all these rules. All these rules to catch you out there and to keep you worried. So, I wasn't fishing in the sun. You don't stand in the sun out here in Arizona. You're not going to last long. So I walked halfway around the lake. And I see from where I was at, I could see a bunch of man-made trails. Where people would like made their own trails. And to the point where they just put garbage cans there, the Parks Department or whatever. They put garbage cans there. So people could put their trash in. And there's still some trash in the bushes and stuff. And I went barbless. And then I said, damn, I squeezed down a barb on a jig. A nice jig. And I'm like, wow. I could have just went in my little hook box. But I got a bunch of hooks, hundreds of hooks, and just took out one of those hooks and prepared swim bait. Here I am. I done squeezed down on one of my nice jigs. It got a yellow head and an eye. And I tried to get it back up. The pinch bar, I pinched it down with some of my pliers. And I tried to get it back up with a knife, a sharp-edged knife, and I think I broke the barb off. So now I have a barbless jig. It doesn't matter. I'll just use that when I come back to places like this. That's why you guys will always see me taking pictures of the signs and everything and the rules. So if anything was to jump off, I got proof that it's not in the rules. It's not on here. But I'm glad I went to the other side. There's another entrance. This is the main entrance here. The other side is where those ponds and a lot of trails are over there. And the bathrooms and all that. Like on here. It's like here. This street in front of me is Guadalupe Road. You see these cars coming. It's Guadalupe Road. And then if you look at these, like at the Guadalupe Road at the top of the page. Right here. I don't see why this thing's not focusing. What's happening with my phone? It's acting crazy. The phone been acting crazy. It's been cutting off. The video been acting stupid. You see how I got this right here? It should focus in. Like here, it should focus in. It ain't focusing. You can see this, where it says Gilbert. And there's a legend. And if you look at here, on the map, on the big map, you can see where they have like a fish symbol on the big map. Over there that, you know, when you're walking in the joint. But they don't have that on here. And then they got these little green icons. You see the little green icons on the map? Over here on the legend, it says Habitat Island. And there's only one lake. They even have campsites out here. I noticed a couple of campsites too. I noticed that. They got a survival zone in a marsh. Gated fence, walking path, viewing area, seating area, restroom, toll lot. No, tot lot. I guess that's a playground. Building Ramada. That's the X. Then they got an amphitheater. When you go over here, there's all kind of stuff in this place, man. But these ponds, all of this water, bodies of water, you can't fish in them. You cannot fish in them. Nothing happening. You only can fish out of the lake. Then there's this bridge over there. It's like some kind of floating bridge or something. Like pontoon bridge. Yeah, or something. You can't fish off of that. To feed a lot of the different wildlife. It's a good place for kids. It's a nice place to take your family. It's not bad. Birds of Riparian Preserve. And they got all these. Remember I was telling y'all yesterday that I see these different kinds of birds that I've never seen? Like the different ducks. Now here we go. All these animals. This page is full of the animals that are in this place that you'll see. And I seen a guy, no, at the other park. He was a bird watcher. You could tell the bird watchers. They wear big floppy hats and they got binoculars, and some of them have binoculars and cameras. And there's some young people and older people. Oh wow, look at all these birds. I never knew that. You see the hummingbirds. They got a black chin hummingbird, Anna's hummingbird, Costa's hummingbird, broad-tail hummingbird, Rufous. Not Rufus. No, Rufous. Rufous. Rufous hummingbird, broad-bill hummingbird. Then they got woodpeckers and falcon, American kestrel. They got a Merlin, peregrine falcon, and the prairie falcon. They got all these different gooses. This is a nice place. Matter of fact, maybe I might bring my camera and come here and take some pictures. I got some serious camera equipment. I don't never really use it. It's sitting in my closet. That was all of my eBay stuff that I sell before the pandemic. Unemployment for the pandemic, they then took the $300 off the top. They went from $600 on the top of your basic stuff to $300 on top of your basic stuff to now they took the $300 off. This week is the last week. Was the last week that's going to happen. So shit should be getting back to pretty normal any minute now, any day, any month. Within the next 2 months, we're going to see what's going to happen with society here in the States. Because unemployment stuff is over. They're giving people like bonuses to go back to work and stuff. You know, when you're self-employed, you got more options. Because when people don't have money, people try their ways of cheating you out of stuff. They try to play you. They try to cheat you out of stuff. They want partial refunds and all this other stuff. So you all of a sudden, here comes all the bullshit coming out of the over Amazon and eBay and all this other crap, all this online stuff, where people was very honest before. Now it's getting unscrupulous. You got unscrupulous sellers and unscrupulous buyers. They know what you sent them was brand new. They're going to say, oh, it was used, it was this, it was that. Anything to make themselves look good. Because once you put it out there and eBay reads it, they're going to, it's on. It's a dispute with the credit card company, with all this nonsense. I started bumping into that around that time. And plus, stuff slowed up anyway. People wasn't working. People wasn't spending no money. Everything slowed down. So I applied, man. And they granted me sole proprietor, because they wouldn't give me regular unemployment. So I was a sole proprietor, self-employed, contractor type of a worker. I fell into the gig, self-employed, yada, 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 yada. And I sent them all of my tax paperwork. And they said I was eligible for like the minimum base pay. So they gave me the minimum base pay. Yeah, they gave me the minimum base pay. And then from then on, they started with all these different programs. And I was like, wow, that's great. And they was giving people $600 a week extra. Yeah. I've been living off of that. So I didn't had a chance to take it easy. I got a chance to go fishing and do a lot of things. Still got to look for work. You still got to put in your stuff every week. You still got to be on those websites and job sites. Indeed, career builders, all these things. Monster.com. All of these different agents and niggas, all these different agencies. As long as you show them something. As long as you show them something. As long as you show them agencies. As long as you show them that you as long as you show them that as long as you show them that you're trying. And you got to put down like 4 or more jobs, 4 minimum job search things down on your certification every week. So it ain't like people are just collecting money. You got to be looking too. Before they had that shut down. Because it always was like that. You always had to look for work. Or you get disqualified for it. Some kind of training, some kind of work, some kind of education, anything to better yourself. Anything to better yourself. Some kind of training program. You went back to college. You went back to one of your old jobs. You're self-employed, but now you're going to look for a regular job. You know, you went self-employed, now you're looking for a regular job, and I don't know why this lady did this. Look at how she parked. You got a parking spot over. See what is? Remember I told you shade is valuable? The shade is very valuable. I'm sitting here in the shade. I don't know why she did that. And she got some kind of special sticker on her front windshield. But what she did was dumb. Because maybe somebody else want to pull up next alongside of her. Because there's a shade spot there too. There's like 1, 2, there's 3 shade spots. She's blocking 2 of them, and then there's one over to the right, but that's on her. Yeah, so there's all kind of these, I see birds. Yeah, so then, yeah, it's no problem. You know, because by, when is it? I think it's September 10th. It's all over. Things are going to change by September 10th. September 10th, stuff is going to change. September 10th, things are going to change. By September 10th, things are going to change, and there's no more government anything. They don't give you no money out here in Arizona. They give you like base, the minimum. They give you like the top, the maximum you can get out here is like $240 a week. So it doesn't matter if you make twice that much a week. I mean, if you make $1,000 a week, you bring home, you're only going to get $240 from these guys. You was in New York, you'll get like $508 minimum. I mean, maximum. Some states maximum is more than that. You know, anyway. So imagine someone state where they're getting like $600 or $500 some dollars or whatever it is. I don't know. Plus on top of that, they're getting $600, or they was getting the 300. You know, why would they go to work? And that's what they was bitching about. But then you got people that make much more than that. And unemployment ain't doing shit for them. What unemployment going to do for them? Unemployment can't do anything for them. You make $1,000. Let's just say you make $4,400 a month. That's what I was making when I was in New York some years back, $4,400 a month. So if I was here, all they're going to give me is at least the unemployment I would get maximum. Maximum back then was $405 a week. So it doesn't matter how much you make. That money is not going to do anything for you. Especially if you live in a lifestyle, you got rent to pay and these kinds of things, and your rent is more than, it's like now, you know, they took the $300 back. I can't pay rent. No fucking that. This little, the minimum they give you here is $117 or something like that. And when if you take the tax out, you're only going to bring home like $114 or $104. I think it's $104. How are you going to pay your rent with $104? You get $104 a week. That's going to make a state like this fucked up. Just like now, if I didn't have any money, I'd be fucked. If I didn't have some money and some kind of investments and some money in the bank, how would I live off of fucking $420 a month? I can't get no welfare, none of that, or food stamps or medical. They're going to say you got too much money in the bank. We ain't giving you shit. They said, we'll give you some money when once all that money runs out or you spend all your money. They want you to have like $150, not more than $150 in the bank. So you might as well be fucking broke when you go to apply for food stamps and all that. They ask you how much money you got in the bank. You tell them I ain't got shit in the bank. Bank statement? I ain't got no bank statement. I ain't got no bank account, motherfucker. I'm poor. And that's what you got to be to get that shit out here. You got to be poor. So a lot of people's cards are going to get pulled in the next few months. The next few months, a lot of people's cards are going to get pulled as far as paying bills and paying their rents and their bills and whatever. So, I don't know. I'm going to get up out of here and go to the next park. I might just go ahead and go home. It's almost 10 o'clock. I wanted to fish this canal. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. I don't know how I got off into that bullshit. So here's the Eastern Canal. It runs back, let's see, this is Guadalupe here. The Eastern Canal runs, it's on my left. It runs to the back of this property. That makes that's north, south. This Guadalupe is going south that way. North is that way. South is behind me. The canal runs south. So the canal runs along down that next to the right. I make a right coming out of here and I go down and I should go across the canal. But every time you see these canals, you got to know where to park at. You got to pre-plan that. You just can't park in none of these. You can't park where you feel like parking. You can't park up in these people's subdivisions and whatever. But I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to do something. Getting hot sitting here. I'll get to you guys later on. This dude next to me, he just got out of his truck. He had a couple of fishing poles. And he ran his ass right back here. First thing he grabbed I seen was some napkins, some towels, paper towel things, those blue paper towels you use like in the car shop. Start wiping himself off. He wasn't fishing there but for like 15 minutes. I soaked this. My shirt is dry now, like 90 something percent. But I was sitting here drenched. I drenched his whole shirt off. Just whole shirt out, all the way down to the waist. All the way down to the waist. I took it off and tried to squeeze it out. Nothing came out, but it still was wet and heavy. So I'm getting out of here. Peace and love, y'all. Later.